Hello and welcome back to another cat-based stream. I don't know how loud that is. That might be really, really loud. There's no options menu, so I can't turn this down in the game. I've just got to turn it down in my ears and then talk over it. Hello and welcome to Cat President and More Perfect Union. It is a bit loud compared to me. Okay, I'll turn it down a tad, and then you can tell me if I need to turn it up later when we're in the actual game. Is that a better level? Abouts? Is that too much cats? Too little cats? Okay, cool. So yes, hello and welcome to Cat President and More Perfect Union. God, that's going to drive you mad. We've just got to start. We've just got to start this fucking madness. Look at that title screen. So this is the game we've all been waiting for ever since last week when we all learned it existed. I'm going to turn this up a bit in my ears and then do this. Yeah, there we go. That's good for me. I never dreamed I would get involved in politics. I mean, I'm just a plain Jane, a nobody. I've never even voted before. But somehow I found myself swarmed by presidential candidates. And they all want me to be their campaign manager. Which one should I choose? They're all such good options, I can't pick one. Oh, but I should back up first and explain how I got into this situation. It all started last week when I heard someone calling my name at the park. What's my name again? Please input the perfect name for our human heroine. Okay, so this is Cat President, where supposedly we will be taking a one of 6 cats to the White House. What should we name our character? We had a bunch of really good pun cat names last time. If anyone's got any brand new ones, I think we're female in this game. So if you have a female cat pun name, that would be pretty good. Yeah, I think we basically take one of 6 cats to the White House by being their campaign manager, and we get to decide who it is. So there might be a bit of replayability, or this might be shit. Who knows? Although it's got pretty good reviews on Steam, so hopefully it's as good as it reviewed. You got nothing, Steltech. Okay, well we're just Claudine from the island. This is what she did before she was a lab technician. She helped someone run for president. Claudine! Claudine! Oh my god, it's a real picture of a person. That's my best friend, Lizzie. What is it, Lizzie? Did you hear? They're having a big debate tonight. I got us tickets. A debate? What about? Gosh, don't you know? The presidential debate. Oh, is President Daisy Doodle coming to town? That's so cool. I like her. What's she going to debate? No, actually, the debate is for the presidential candidates who are running to replace Daisy Doodle when she leaves office next year. All 6 of them are in town, and they're going to debate important issues like foreign policy and catnip. Plus, they're all adorable. I just want to hug and pet each one of them. Oh, right. I probably should have said something about this earlier. 20 years ago, the government got so corrupt that the Supreme Court decided to ban all humans from politics. Now the only politicians we have are cats. I know it sounds crazy, but the government is a lot more effective this way. I don't know. I think I'll stay at home. No way! You have to come! If you don't, I'll never forgive you. Lizzie is into politics. She is into this. Tutorial. In this game, you will occasionally be asked to choose Claudine's responses. Choose carefully. The options you pick affect which ending you get. The better the options you choose, the better the ending. We're gonna fuck this up then, aren't we? Are you coming to the debate or what? So we can say, fine, I'll go, but I won't like it. Or, I love cats! I can't wait to see them! And to be honest, I do love cats, and I can't wait to see them. I love cats! I can't wait to see them! Me neither! This will be so much fun! Oh, it is going to be fun. Can't wait to hear all the cats debate. Can the cats talk, or is it just going to be an entire, like, game of meows. We got there about an hour early. Since nothing was going to happen for a while, I decided to explore a bit. Maybe see if I could find a bathroom. It wasn't long before I got lost. Being a lowly human. This place is like a maze. How are you supposed to figure out where to go? They need signs or something. Yeah, I think I preferred the music in Perfect Date. This is a bit too normal. Even if the game is a bit... I don't know, is this less normal than Perfect Date? After wandering around for a few minutes, I found a fancy looking door. They're not going to show us that. They don't need to show us the fancy door. It's too fancy to be shown. I stepped inside, but no one was there. I mean, this is a glass window. You could probably tell from the outside that no one's in before you step through into the conference room. And you could probably tell it's not a bathroom. Empty. I guess I'll try another room. I beg your pardon? Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh, it's a cat! Did you lose your owner, little guy? I've never been so insulted in my life. You think I'm a common street cat? How dare you talk to me like that? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know you were a talking cat. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. I should have security throw you out immediately. Oh, don't be so mean. A cute girl comes wandering in and you try to have her kicked out? That's not what I would do. Look at these cats. They're very clearly photos taken in different rooms of different people's cats. Or like, that maybe that one's a stock photo and that one was taken in the kitchen or something. I don't know. Yeah, I like her style. My style? Well, yeah. You snuck all the way backstage to meet us. That's pretty brave of you. You have guts. I like you. I can't pin voices to the cats at the moment because they're all named question mark, question mark. Wait, if I'm backstage, that means... Oh my gosh! You three are the presidential candidates! Bingo! I'm Frisky, and may I say it's a pleasure to meet a beautiful woman like yourself. So I'm assuming this is the winking cat over here. I'm gonna go a bit Zach Brannigan. The cat on the left gave a saucy wink as he said this. I didn't know what to make of it. I'm DJ Nibbles. I'm the young, cute candidate. More like the empty-headed kitten who keeps rushing into danger. I can't help it. If I sometimes get into trouble, I'm naturally curious. Naturally stupid, you mean? And that grumpy orange puss between us is Thunderpaw. He always seems to be upset over something. Not true. I'll be happy when you losers drop out of the race. I'm not gonna drop out. I'm in it to win it. So, darling, you didn't tell us your name. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. My name is Claudine. Well, Claudine, why don't you come with me for a little while? I guarantee you'll enjoy it. Oh, Frisky's pretty frisky. You want to be alone with me? So I can lead you back to the audience area, of course. I'll lead you back to my audience area. Hey, Frisky, don't keep our guest all to yourself. Let me guide her back to her seat. Have you two forgotten that the debate starts in 45 minutes? We don't have time to be escorting random humans all over the place. I'll call security, and they'll have you removed from the premises. No, that's okay. I think I can find the way myself. You sure? I wouldn't mind helping you. Oh, Frisky. Oh, no. I'm sure. You all focus on debate stuff. Bye. Goodbye, Claudine! Nice meeting you. Okay, so we've got the young, energetic DJ Nibbles, the gruff and angry Thunderpaw, and the frisky... I got out of the room as quickly as I could. I couldn't believe it. I accidentally interrupted 3 of the presidential candidates. What kind of goofball does a thing like that? Claudine does a thing like that. I decided to get back to my seat as quickly as possible. but I ended up running into more cats. Uh-oh. Hey, humans aren't allowed back here. I'm so sorry, I got lost, and I don't know how to get back to my seat. I understand. These hallways can be pretty confusing sometimes. Yeah, the first time I was here, I was chasing my tail for hours. So you're not mad at me for being in the off-limits area? No, we're not mad. These kind of things happen. The door you're looking for is the third one on the right. Remember that, it was written in red. Oh, save the game. Okay. Oh, you should... No, okay, cool. Giant cats. Yeah, they're taller than us. They're looking down on us. The door you're looking for is the third one on the right. Oh, thank you so much. My name is Claudine, by the way. Who are you? The cat on the left nodded his head as he answered. I'm... Oh my god. I'm Elvis Tiberius Kale III, but you can call me Kale. Nice to meet you, Kale. Are you also running for president? I certainly am. Although most people would say I should drop out because I'm last in the polls. Cheer up, Kale. At least you made it all the way to the debates. This time it was the cat on the right who spoke up. I'm Dr. Nom Noms. I'm also not polling very well at the moment. If it wasn't for the calicos, I'd probably be out of the running. Well, you both seem like very nice cats. Maybe the debate will boost your popularity. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm lucky to be here tonight. I'm just hoping to debate the issues and do my best for all the alley cats out there. Thank you very much for helping me. If I could vote for both of you, I would. That's very kind of you to say. Please enjoy the debate tonight. So, we've met Kale, we've met Dr. Nom Noms, Frisky, Thunderpaw, and DJ... What was it? DJ... What's it called? I can't remember. DJ Nibbles. Phew! Finally made it! Claudine! Where were you? You'd never believe me, even if I told you. You'll have to tell me later. The show is about to start. Oh look, there's a cat! There's a cat up on the podium. After that, the moderator came on stage and explained the debate rules to the audience. The rules were pretty simple. Clap whenever there's a response you like, but no interrupting the debaters and no cat calls. The debate itself was pretty interesting. Thunderpaw was an intense debater. He yelled at all the other candidates and constantly insulted them. If his goal was to look stronger than his opponents, then he succeeded. Frisky didn't try to appeal to all voters. Instead, he just focused his attention on just one group, women. He wouldn't stop talking about how much he loved women. I didn't think it was very professional, but my friend Lizzie liked it, because Lizzie is a massive slut. Lizzie, come on. DJ Nibbles was as energetic as ever, which ended up hurting his debate style. He rushed into his answers with such enthusiasm that he tripped over his words, and twice he lost his place during speeches. Still, it's nice to see such refreshing honesty in a political debate. Dr. Nom Noms did not do very well. He flubbed most of his answers, and he went on a long tangent about a bird bath he visited last year. It's almost like he was trying to fail. Kale did okay, I guess. He was a solid speaker, but he was definitely overshadowed by all the other personalities in the room. I can see why he's last in the polls. As for the final debater, Rover, there was something different about him. I don't know what it was. He just seemed, I don't know, really different from the other cats. Wonder why. I can't pinpoint it, but, you know, maybe it was something he said. At the end of the debate, the moderator called for silence. We've heard all the candidates' responses. Now we want to hear a question from a real person. An average citizen, not a politician. It's clearly a cat, Maddie. Come on. It wouldn't be running for president if it wasn't a cat. I don't know what you're talking about. That's why we've picked a randomly selected audience member to give the final question of the debate. And that person is... Claudine! What? Me? Come on up, Claudine. Tell everyone your question. Well, we get to choose. Okay. I don't know a lot about politics, but I do know that politicians are supposed to help people. So I guess I want to know how all of you will help me. I mean, I lost my job at the grocery store last week, and I'm still having trouble finding a new one. And if I don't get a job soon, I might lose my apartment. I know my personal problems don't matter much in the political world, but what will you do as president to help people like me? That is a very good question. All questions that were asked here tonight have been good, especially the question of societal inequality between cats and humans. Kale, you're a salad-headed moron. This isn't a question of social inequality. Yes. Besides, the real social inequality is between cats and dogs. I have a suggestion. You could work for me, Claudine. What? You need a job, and I need a new campaign manager. I'll hire you. I'll help your problem, right? Oh yeah. I want to hire you too. No way. You want to work on the DJ Nibbles campaign with me? I'm sure there's room for you at the Kale campaign. You don't want to work for these losers. Work for Thunderpaw. I only hire the best and the brightest. I have one question to ask. Do you have a dog? No. Then I offer my services as well. Come work for me. No, me. Me! Oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming. You all want me to work for you. I hate to interrupt here, but we're running out of time for the debate. If you could please choose a candidate now. So this is it, we get to choose. Who do you want us to work with, guys? That's the dilemma I found myself in. 6 great cats, all running for president, and they all want me to work for them. How can I pick just one? I like all of them. You keep thinking I'm saying Goldine. Instead of what? Oh, instead of Claudine, right, I see. In the end, I decided to go with... Right.
Meow.
Listen to the meows.
Meow. Meow.
Alright guys, who are we going to go for? Who do you want us to help? It's really hot in here. Yeah, I don't know who I liked the most. You like Rover's Mew? Meow. Meow. I don't want to go with Kale. I think he deserves help. Dr. Nom Nom as well. Dr. Nom Nom doesn't seem like he really gives a shit. But his name is good. His name is very good. Alright, let's go with Dr. Nom Nom. Let's turn his campaign around. Let's convince him. Dr. Nom Nom's Chapter 1, in which we learn the curious truth behind Dr. Nom Nom's campaign. All of the cats were so amazing and wonderful, but forcing me to pick which one is best? No way, I can't do something that difficult. In the end, I decided to go with the first cat to offer the job to me. That's the fairest way to go about it, right? I want to work for Dr. Nom Nom's. Great, thank you so much. Oh, I needed a campaign manager. I have plenty of campaign managers, I didn't need you anyway.
Meow.
Dr. Nom Noms is still a dog-loving maniac, no matter who's working for him. Do you have an attractive sister or cousin who's willing to work for me? I'm asking for a friend. That concludes tonight's Sharp Claw debate. Thank you for watching, everybody. Sorry, Kale. Maybe we'll do another run-through for Kale at some point. Oh my gosh, Claudine, I can't believe it! You got a new job! I did, Lizzie. I did. What a weird thing to happen. I can't believe it myself. Getting a job is almost never that easy. Almost. You almost never walk up on stage and a political candidate just offers you an important campaign role, unless you're working in the Trump cabinet. What? Do you think there's a catch or something? No way! Dr. Nom Noms is such a nice, honest cat. He would never try to trick someone. Well, now I think he's trying to trick someone, Lizzie. Hey. Thank you. Put it on especially for this. It's my cat uniform. Hey. I've had people offer me jobs before, only to tell me later they're unpaid internships. Or other inappropriate sexy jobs. Wait, are you saying there are paid internships? Lizzie, you're thick as shit. My dad said he had one when he was a teenager, but that was a long time ago. Right, who wants to focus on the past? We need to focus on the future. The future where you work for Dr. Nom Noms, the next president of the United States. I can't believe it. I have a job. I should check in with my boss or go out partying with Lizzie. I mean, I feel like we should find out more about our job, and Lizzie, although partying with Lizzie is probably really great because she seems really dumb, and so she's probably really fun. But I'm going to check in with my boss, I think. I want to find out more about Dr. Nom Noms. Okay, I'm going to check in with Dr. Nom Noms. Hopefully it won't take too long. Then you and I are going to celebrate the new job. Great, and if you get the chance, maybe could you ask if he's willing to hire me too? Every great campaign manager needs an assistant. Lizzie, you are dumb as a box of rocks. I do not want you as my assistant. You're my friend, and I'll love you to the end, but I do not want you working for me. I went to the backstage area where security ushered me into a room with Dr. Nom Noms. Oh, if I scroll backwards, it goes back. Oh, that's good to know. In case I accidentally click through something. Ah, Claudine! Good to see you again. Let me get you a chair. Gee, thanks. With considerable effort, Dr. Nom Noms pushed a human-sized chair into the room. I was flattered that he went through all the trouble just for me. What a nice cat. There. Now, before we begin, I have a confession to make. What do you think the confession is? I think he's going to say he's not a real doctor. You do? Yes. Can I trust you to keep this a secret? Sure. I was curious as a cat. What could Dr. Nom Noms possibly have to confess to me? I've only just met him. Why would he get a chair when there's a zillion around the table? That's also a very good point. Yeah. I'm starting to think these backgrounds might not be, the truth is, I don't want to become the President of the United States. No shit, Nom Noms. You don't? He used to be human. He lived on that's why he's a doctor. He was a researcher on a cosmetics island. Oh my god! It all comes around. This is a sequel. Oh no! And then we go back to the island. He bites us. He's an elder cat. He was an elder cat all along. You don't? No. The whole thing started out as a joke. My buddies told me I should run for president as a way to increase book sales, but everyone took my campaign seriously, and now I'm one of the top 5 candidates. So we're working for nice Trump now. Okay. Dr. Trump. You became a politician by accident. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I have no idea how I got here. I was just trying to get free publicity for my book, but now I'm way over my head. So why don't you just quit the race? I can't. Could you imagine how my supporters would react if they knew this campaign started as a joke? You'd be hurt, betrayed. I couldn't do that to them. My only choice is to lose the race, but to make it look like an accident. That's why I flubbed all the answers at the debate tonight. I am trying to lose. So, now you know the truth about my campaign. Do you still want the campaign manager job? I mean, how did he write a book? probably in a similar way to how he's running for president. He could dictate it. He could have a ghostwriter. You know? Well, this sounds like the easiest fucking job then. Campaign manager of a campaign that we've literally just got to sink into the ground. I'm sure I could do that in real life, right? This is a job I could do, and I have no political experience. And also, we know that Claudine has no political experience, so this is probably the best job she's going to be suited for in politics. Yes, I will work for you. This campaign might be a little unusual, but a job is a job. Excellent. And don't worry, it'll be a lot more fun than it sounds. I certainly hope so. Oh, but I have one request. Could you also hire my best friend Lizzie? After all, a great campaign manager needs an assistant. Of course. I'll pay her and you the same salary. $25,000 a month. $25,000 a month to lose a political campaign. I want to do this. I want this job. Let cats take over the country. This is the time. Well, I mean, fuck it. I didn't want to hire Lizzie when I thought I actually had to be a campaign manager. But if we have to sink the campaign, Lizzie's probably the woman for the job. I mean, like, just write down her actual honest answers to everything and it will tank the campaign for us. $25,000 a month. We're trying to bankrupt the campaign, remember? We overspend on everything, especially chew toys. Those things are expensive. That's amazing. I know people sometimes talk about getting big business out of politics, but it sounds like this politics is big business. It certainly is. Okay, so let's make an action plan. Let's get down to business to defeat Nom Noms. Actually, I'm a little tired after that big debate. I was hoping to get some sleep. Could you give me your contact information and I'll get in touch with you in the morning? Sounds good to me. Thank you very much for giving me a job. It was my pleasure. I think you'll make a fine addition to my team. I promise to try my hardest. I'll come up with a losing strategy for the campaign. That's more like it. Have a good night, Claudine. See you soon, Dr. Nom Noms. So we can also go out and get trashed with Lizzie, because it doesn't matter if we turn up hungover or anything. We'll be fine. I went back into the hallway where Lizzie was waiting for me. So, did you ask him? I did, and Dr. Nom Nom says you can be my assistant. Yes! More than that, he'll pay us $25,000 a month. And then she faints. Easy money, great name, best cat. I know, yeah, right? This is the perfect job. Lizzie fainted when she heard how much she would be paid. I don't blame her. I could hardly believe it myself. Personally, the thing that I can't believe is that Dr. Nom Noms wants to lose the election. Who could have guessed it? I mean, he's practically the definition of nice and friendly. Why shouldn't he be president? I know a lot of people who would love the opportunity to destroy their boss's career, but Nom Noms is such a good cat. Can I really ruin his life like that? I'm not sure. I'm sure. Because the thing is, I would feel bad if he didn't want to lose the campaign, but he clearly does. So we're doing the right thing by just making him go down in flames. Dr. Nom Noms, Chapter 2, in which we... Oh, I missed... Can I go back? Ooh. Yep, there we go. Okay. Dr. Nom Noms, Chapter 2, in which we go to Iowa, and Dr. Nom Noms inspires some kittens. You know, if you told me last week that I'd be on a flight to Iowa to help the presidential campaign, I'd say you were crazy. I know, isn't this so unexpected? I've never even been to another state before, and now I'm flying all over the country. So, why are we going to Iowa? That's where the first primary is. Right, I think I remember that from the last election. The major parties hold like a mini-election in every state. It helps them figure out who the best candidate is. Yep, there are 3 major primaries that Dr. Nomnoms is going to compete in. Our job is to make sure he loses. It's just so weird. If we do our job well, we won't have jobs anymore. Don't worry, Dr. Nomnoms said that we have some very generous severance packages. After all, the more money that goes into employee salaries and severance packages, the sooner the campaign will be bankrupt. Oh, that makes sense. Maybe we should waste some more money by getting fancy hotel rooms and going to ritzy restaurants. I've always wanted to go to a restaurant with cloth napkins. Oh dear, Lizzie. Oh. Maybe we can schedule something for Tuesday nights. Dr. Nomnoms, I didn't see you there. You're on the same flight as us. He's creeping up on Lizzie. Sort of. They made me ride in a pet carrier. That's no way to treat a presidential candidate. I'm not fond of it myself. So, Claudine, I wanted to go over the plan for Miwa before we arrive. The primary is next week, so we're going to be very busy. Right. I researched what the other candidates are doing in Miwa this week to get an idea of what the typical campaign trail looks like. Good thinking, but we want to lose. Maybe we should go off the beaten path? That's just what I was thinking. I think we'll fail if we focus our attention on non-voters or focus our attention on voters. It depends on how we focus all our attention, right? Like if we actively negatively attack voters, then the non-voters we don't have to worry about. But if we focus all of our attention on non-voters and we don't inspire them to vote, then potentially that's also wasted effort. Which way do we want to go? Focus on non-voters and make sure they remain non-voters. Okay, let's do that. We should focus all our attention on non-voters. That way it looks like you're still campaigning with people, but there's no chance of them actually affecting your poll numbers. For starters, I signed you up to visit pretty much every school in the area. Children can't vote, so meeting with them is essentially a waste of time for the campaign. Very good. That's how a certain party in the US does it. Also, Miwa is a closed primary. I should sign up for bipartisan events. Bipartisan? Closed primary? What? So Lizzie knows nothing about politics, but her idea of a good evening out is she got tickets to a presidential debate. I mean, I applaud her for her doing her civic duty and getting involved in politics from the grassroots. You don't have to be educated to be involved in politics, everyone should be. But she seemed very excited to go to a debate, and yet doesn't know what bipartisan means. Anyway, perfect person for this job, I guess. A closed primary is one where you have to be a registered voter, a registered member of a specific political party in order to vote. For example, I'm a Sharpclaw. That means in the Miwa primary, I can only vote for a Sharpclaw candidate. So if he reaches out to members of the other political party, the Fancy Furballs, it's meaningless. None of them can vote for him in this state. I'm glad you're staying on top of things, Claudine. And Lizzie? Yes? Please read up on political elections. It looks bad if my campaign manager's assistant doesn't know what a closed primary is. I don't think Lizzie understands what most things are. She was impressed by cloth napkins earlier. Will do. I meant to reserve... Sorry. Got a bit of a cough from all the cold and hay fever. Will do. I meant to research elections last night, but I got distracted by a cool TV show. I was watching Storage Wars for 6 hours. You'd be amazed at the things that people keep in their storage lockers. Like booby traps and old body pillows. As for you, Claudine, I want you to write a big speech for me. What for? I'm going to be addressing the Miwa Sharpclaw Society on the eve of the primary. It's a big event, and all the major candidates have been invited. It's mostly ceremonial, though. At this point, I'm pretty sure most of the big sponsors have already decided who they'll vote for. How long should the speech be? We're all given 10 minutes to speak, but remember, I want to do badly. So, I'll write a 2-minute speech, or would you rather have one that's long and rambling? 2 minutes is fine. Thank you very much, Claudine. Now, if you excuse me, I have to get into a cat carrier. Goodbye! Bye! Wow, that Dr. Nomnoms is something else, isn't he? I almost wish he was a serious candidate. He'd get my vote. All Lizzie knows about him is that he's good at failing elections. Like, I secretly agreed with Lizzie. I mean, I joined the campaign because I thought Dr. Nomnoms was a good cat. But all this talk of failure and losing kind of made me sad. I almost started to think that Dr. Nomnoms was a bad cat. I mean, running a fake campaign? Sure, maybe good politicians lie to people, but good cats don't lie. All that said, my objections towards Dr. Nomnoms dropped in an instant later that week when he was talking to a school for disadvantaged kittens. And look, there's all the different states. Adoragon, Alaska Paw, Kentucky, Chewed Island, Clawshington, Utah, Vermont, West Virginia, Wisconsin, or just Wyoming. That's just the same, Wyoming. Massachusetts, New Boxer. This is great. What else is there? Is everything else just like actual, like normal classroom stuff? Why have they got a Liverpool scarf? What? It's supposed to be in America, isn't it? I want to tell you, all of the kittens, to stay in school. But why? There's no point. School is boring and stupid. Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You're rich and famous. Some of us have real problems. Real problems? Look, kids, I didn't come here today to lecture you. I came here to inspire you because I've been where you are. I spent the first 4 years of my life living in alleyways. Mum tried her hardest to get us upgraded from street cats to house cats. Even took a second job and went on welfare. But it didn't work out. Nothing did. Why not? I have 9 brothers and sisters. It was a huge litter, and it was too much for one cat to carry. And my dad's? He wasn't around. I've never even met him. I was the oldest, so I kind of felt like it was my responsibility to take care of the others. So I and 2 of my brothers left when we were young, to make things easier for them. Occasionally I'd try to write them a check, help them out, you know. It didn't happen very often. My brothers and I soon got separated. One of them lost a tail in a fight. One of them ran off to Claus Vegas with a woman all kinds of wrong. I started experimenting with drugs. How did I get my life out of the gutter? Simple. I lucked out. I got an offer to attend a school just like this one. I figured I'd give it a shot. Cheap cafeteria food and a roof over your head, 7 hours a day. It was better than what I had going on for me. I know school can be boring, and the teachers can be jerks, and they make you do a bunch of stuff you don't like. But that's life. You're gonna meet a lot of boring people. You're gonna meet a lot of jerks, and you'll do a ton of stuff you don't like. The first job I got out of school, a bunch of us applied as construction workers. I was the only one with a high school diploma, so they put me in charge. I had no idea how to be a boss, no idea what I was doing, but I learned quickly. That job led to my next job, and the next one, and the next. It all started because I went to school instead of being crushed by life. So that's why I'm telling you to stay in school. It helped turn my life around, and I hope it does the same for you. What an inspiring cat Dr. Nomnoms is. Wow, that's so inspiring. I had no idea Dr. Nomnoms had such a challenging life. And the way he's dealing with those kids, he's so great. He's a true leader. I'm going to compliment him, because that was a lovely speech. I quite liked it. Wow, Dr. Nomnoms, the way you handled those kids was incredible. Oh, it was nothing. All I did was talk to them honestly. Just because they're not adults yet, that doesn't mean they should be looked down on or treated badly. You really mean that, don't you? Yes. I don't think anyone should be treated badly. Wow, your honesty and openness is really inspiring. I think I understand why you're such a popular candidate now. Yes, I know that I could probably tank the campaign if I was mean and hateful like Rover or Thunderpaw, but I just can't act that way, even if it's just pretend. It's just not in my personality to be rude. I wish more people were like you, Dr. Nomnoms. Thank you, but don't sell yourself short. You're a pretty good person yourself. At the end of the day, I was conflicted. Dr. Nomnoms hired me to sink his campaign, but I don't want to anymore. He's a good cat. He should be president. If he can fix the country the way he fixed those kittens' lives... What should I do? Should I keep going along with the charade? Or should I stop? These questions swirled around in my mind as I began to write Dr. Nomnom's speech for the Miawa Sharpclaw Society. I personally... Dr. Nomnoms, Chapter 3, in which Dr. Nomnoms gives a speech and we see the results of the Miawa primary. I personally feel like just being a nice person isn't enough to be president. And I think if you really don't want to be president, you probably shouldn't be president. Just putting it out there. Okay, Dr. Nomnoms wanted a 2-minute speech, and he wanted it to be a bad one. The topic is, what can I do for Miawa? Let me see. If I'm elected president, I will do everything I can to help the people of Miawa and all the people of this great nation. I have spent the last several months listening to people, learning about their hopes and dreams, their desires and their fears. I know what they want from the government, and I intend to give it to them, because they deserve the chances that I have been given. I want to ensure that every child in America grows up to see a good future, a clear future, a future that's so bright, I gotta wear shades. That's a good speech, short and to the point, and I'm pretty sure it's how Dr. Nomnom feels. He really does care about other people. Oh, but wait, I was supposed to write a bad speech, wasn't I? This one will probably be popular. What should I do? I think we should tank it. I don't think he should be president just because he's nice. I'm going to rewrite the speech. Okay, let's try again. If I'm elected president, I promise to punch babies and steal everyone's Halloween candy. I will mercilessly taunt all of my political opponents, and since the cable news is on my side, they will pretend that I'm being fair and balanced, when in reality, I'm acting like a 4-year-old. That will distract everyone from my many faults and failures, because I am a loser. No, this is wrong. I can't write a speech like that. It's not sincere. It's not Dr. Nomnoms at all. I'm running out of time. I don't think I can make up another speech, especially not one that's full of lies. I decided to give Nomnoms the speech I've already written. I know it wasn't what he asked me for, but it was the truth. Oh, so it didn't matter what I picked. And you know who taught me that the truth is always the best? Dr. Nomnoms. You can't get mad at me if I'm following his example, right? It took him exactly 1 minute to deliver the speech. It seemed to go over well. All the big donors applauded loudly. By contrast, DJ Nibble's speech went on for 17 minutes, and by the time he was done, a lot of the people were bored. Most of them were texting or playing games on their phone. The rest of the dinner went well, except for the time when Frisky tried to hit on one of the waitresses. I swear that cat might be a good politician, but he'd be a terrible boyfriend. He flirts with any woman he can. There was also a strange moment when someone tried to ask Rover a question about dogs, but they were afraid of offending people, so they introduced a dog who introduced another dog who asked the question. It was awkward. The next day, we didn't do any campaigning. Dr. Nomnoms said he wanted to give his staff a break after all their hard work. In reality, though, he didn't want to help his chances with last-minute voters. Lizzie and I went to the movies together. And after dinner, we went to the office area to see the election results. This is so exciting. I've never watched live election results before. You haven't? Nope, I grew up on the West Coast. The election is usually over well before the West Coast polls close. Almost like our votes don't count in the slightest. Well, this is a state election. It'll be different. Oh, hello, girls. I take it you've heard the good news? What is this up here? Oh, it's the save button. I see. Let's make a save. Yeah. Oh, hello, girls. I take it you've heard the good news? No, what happened? Yeah, let me turn on the TV. With 80% of the districts reporting, we have a clear winner. Frisky has taken Meower with a commanding 38% of the vote. We lost! Hooray! Yeah, we lost! Hooray! All we have to do is lose the other primaries and I'll concede to whoever the frontrunner is. Hold on a second, there's more to the story. Independence. The second place winner with 26% of the vote is Dr. Nomnoms, who is expected to get as low as 13% according to some polls. No! Second place! That's good, you're only 5% behind Frisky. No, that's bad. I'm trying to lose, remember? How did I double my poll numbers? What can I say? You're a really good candidate and people like you. Oh, is that why you wrote such a good speech for me yesterday? I mean, I asked you to write a bad one. I was surprised by that. Don't worry, I'm not mad, I'm just... I don't know, I thought you'd be a little harsher. Don't most employees like to make their bosses look bad? That's just it, Dr. Nomnoms, I can't make you look bad. You're just too nice. Yeah, you're a really good candidate. You shouldn't be trying to fail, you should try harder. The people of Mio have clearly believed that you can win this election. And I believe it too. Why don't you go all out and try your hardest? Yeah! The worst that can happen is you'll lose. But I can't be president. It's too much responsibility. Are you afraid? No, I can't be president. I just can't. Why not? Please stop trying to encourage me. I asked you to help me fail this campaign, and I'd really like it if you cooperated. Please? Well, even when he's angry, Dr. Nomnoms is nice. I'm gonna comfort him, because he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Dr. Nomnoms, what's wrong? Be honest. You can tell me. You're right, Claudine. I'm afraid of winning this election. Pressure is almost too much for me. And if I win the primary, it's only going to get 100 times worse. It's not fair. I never asked to be in this position. All I wanted to do was sell copies of my book and retire. I don't want a new career this late in life. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I have no idea how I got here. I have no idea where I'm going. I just want to get back to the way things were before the whole campaign business. Oh, poor Dr. Nomnoms. Don't be sad, Dr. Nomnoms. We're scared too. I'm always scared. Everything is terrifying. That's right. Lizzie and I have no idea what we're doing here either. You're not the only one with the pressure of an unexpected career. Yeah, you're not alone, Dr. Nomnoms. No matter what happens, you'll have us. You too. Thank you. We must make a pretty pathetic sight, huh? We get second place in the election and here we are, practically crying about how scared we are. That's okay. It's better to be honest about your emotions than to hide them. You're the one who taught me how important honesty is. Thank you, Claudine. You're too good for me. The truth is, I haven't been entirely honest with you. There's another reason why I have to lose in the primary elections. Really? Why? I can't say. It's private. I guess I've been sworn to secrecy. Oh, there's intrigue. Well, now I really want to know. Yeah, me too. Tell you what, I'll tell you the truth when it doesn't matter anymore. That is, when we lose the election. Deal? Deal! He's running a cosmetics testing corporation on the side. That is it. Yeah. He's a fucking elder cat, or a doctor who was bitten by an elder cat. We fucking know. We know, man. We know your secrets. Now, no more feeling sorry for ourselves. We're going to do the best we can to lose this election, and we're going to do it as a team. Go Team Nom Noms! We'll stick with you to the very end, Dr. Nom Noms. You can count on it. Thank you. You two are the best campaign managers I've ever had. Now, what are we doing here in the office? Let's go out and celebrate our victory. Yay! Party! Off we go to get smashed with a can. Chapter 4, in which we unveil our plan to lose the new Clawshare debate. The mood in the office has changed after that. Lizzie and I were more dedicated to Dr. Nom Noms and his cause. We still think he should win the general election, but we're not going to sabotage his plans or anything like that. I trust Dr. Nom Noms, and if he says he can't win the election, I guess he can't win it. Still, I wonder why he says he can't win. What deep, dark secret could he be hiding from me? I guess the only way to find out is... I guess the only way to find out is to lose the election, and I had a great plan for that. And we're going to find out what the plan is after I take a brief 5-minute break to grab another drink. So I'll be back in a moment. See you in a sec, guys. Hello and welcome back. Just got a message. Hold on, let me look. Done streaming. Probably should have dealt with that before I went live again. Hello and welcome back. And we are having a great plan to fail a debate. I wonder what the plan is. Okay, what are our plans? We're going to New Clawshare for the next primary. That's also the location of the next debate. Good plan. What are we going to do there? We are going to lose the debate so badly, people will talk about it for years from now. So I like the sound of that. What's your plan? We're going after Thunderpaw. The meanest cat. The one most likely to attack me. Interesting. Go on. With every single question, you'll ignore the topic and use it as an excuse to insult Thunderpaw. He won't like that. He won't like that one little bit. And when you've brought things to the peak, when he's just about blown his top after a barrage of constant insults, throw a hairball. No! Yes! Can you imagine a candidate throwing a hairball on stage during a national debate? The campaign would be finished, ruined, over and done with. I know, it's brilliant. One problem though, I'm not sure I can insult Thunderpaw over and over again. Sure, he's kind of brash, but I don't think he's as bad as people make him out to be. If you need help with insults, you can always practice on me. Are you sure? Yes, try saying, you're ugly and stupid and your policies are so out of date, the Truman administration just called and asked if you would stop copying them. Say, you're ugly and stupid and your policies are so out of date, the Truman administration just called and asked if you would stop copying them. Okay, you're ugly and President Truman thinks your policies are great? You're really bad at this whole insult thing. I'm sorry. That's okay. It's one of the things I like about you. Well, let's forget insults for now. Just focus on doing a hairball on stage at the debate. I can do that. I don't suppose you're willing to bathe yourself on stage? On national television? Never! That's undignified. Right. Hairball it is then. Dr. Nom Nom's prepared for the debate by not preparing at all. The best way to lose is to have no idea what you're saying, right? Of course, being unprepared hadn't worked so far, probably because some of the other candidates had no idea what they were saying. I like the moderator cats. Do you have any cats in the audience, though? Hello and welcome to the Sharp Claw debate, which is being held in preparation for the new Clawshare primary. Our debaters tonight are DJ Nibbles. I am so pumped to be here. Woo! Thunderpaw. I'm going to win the new Clawshare, and tonight I'm going to tell you why. Frisky. Frisky? Sorry I'm late. I was doing a bit of last minute preparation with a Scottish fold. You're a tail-chasing pervert, Frisky! You wouldn't be saying that if you'd seen her. We also have Rover!
Yow.
Vote for me! I'll make sure Dogonia doesn't invade our country and annex our litter boxes.
Dr. Nom Noms! I have no idea how I got this far in the race. And some other nondescript cat. My name is Kale. Some people think I stand out from the rest of the crowd. It's hard to keep track of all the candidates when they're so similar. The only candidate you need to know is me, Thunderpaw, the winner. Not a chance. I'm going to win New Clawshare with my youthful energy and enthusiasm. We're leading a kitten revolution. You've got to be kidding me. You're so inexperienced, you probably don't even know how to tie your shoes correctly. I would like to interrupt here and point out that I also have no experience. I've never run for office before. I understand what you're saying, Dr. Nom Noms. You're saying that you'll bring a fresh perspective to the presidency because you're an outsider to the political process. Right. So now, let's go on to the first question of the night. This question is for all the candidates, and it's an easy one. Who is your biggest political inspiration?
Well, that's an excellent question, and I have an appreciation for all the questions everywhere. Another excellent question, which I wish to discuss is...
The debate went on for another 20 minutes. It was very debatey. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe debates. That's just the writer of the game, that's not even the character. The first section was about foreign policy, and they all talked about countries I'd never heard of before. Okay, this is obviously written by an American. Dr. Nomnoms tried to mess up his answer, but by purposely confusing France and Permany, but the moderator corrected him and it turned into a better answer. In fact, that happened a lot. The moderator would comment on Dr. Nomnom's answers and improve them. I was surprised. Our moderator is supposed to be fair and balanced. Today's moderator is totally favouring Dr. Nomnoms. That's not the first time this has happened this election season either. With the Fancy Furball debate, sorry, the moderator was really nice to the party favourite the entire time and asked easy questions about things like the weather. They were really nasty to all the other candidates and asked some tough questions like naming all the amendments in backwards order. I think it's because the party favourite funds that television network, or because companies and people who withdraw their support from the party tend to get subjected to government investigations and heavy audits. The Fancy Furballs say that's just a coincidence, but still. Just like the Fancy Furball favourite, Dr. Nomnoms was more or less coasting through the debate. Scratchson, West Virginia and Nevada, Clawson City. That's all the capitals there are. Good job, DJ Nibbles, but you were supposed to answer in the form of a question. What? But I named all 50 state capitals. Give me some credit. Now, a question for Dr. Nomnoms. Do you like cheeseburgers and soda? Yes. That's the cat for the job. He's my cat. It's my cat. My cat for the job. A true American. Nothing rich or fancy about this cat. He's just your average Tom. Next, I'll ask the cat on the end of to perform some mathematical derivatives. My name is Kale. Yeah, Dr. Nomnoms is totally winning this debate. We have to stop his momentum. We can't wait until the end for him to throw a furball. He has to do it right now. I'm going to try and signal Dr. Nomnoms. I'll use body language to signal him. Cough. Hair. Oh, cough. Hair. Ball. Cough. Hair. Ball. I think it's working. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Actually, most of the people in the area are looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh dear. He must have gotten the message though, because it wasn't long afterwards that he launched his attack. Dr. Nomnoms is a loser, and he's not even a real doctor. He doesn't deserve to be here on the main stage. He should be at the kids' table with all the other junior senators. Oh wait, Nomnoms isn't even a junior senator. He's nobody without any experience. Dr. Nomnoms, your response to this vicious and unprovoked attack? This mean tirade which shows that a Thunderpaw is a classless moron? I have one thing to say, which will show you my true personality. Oh. Ah! No! My hair! Thunderpaw is bald? No! Don't look at me! I'm hideous! The crowd broke into uproar after that. The moderator tried to regain control, but it was impossible. The TV network cut to a commercial. Chapter 5, in which Thunderpaw loses more than his hair and Lizzie reveals her secret crush. Welcome back to the debate. If you're just joining us, this has been a momentous occasion. The great and wonderful Dr. Nomnoms has exposed Thunderpaw as a fraud and a phony. Wrong! It doesn't matter that I lied about my toupee. I am still a young and wonderful cat, not an aging has-been who is trying to hide his own boldness. Are you sure? Of course I am. Ooh, get out of here, you phony. We don't like lying candidates. Go home. Down with Thunderpaw. Down with Thunderpaw. No, I'm not a liar. I just needed a different toupee and... Thunderpaw burst into tears and ran away from the debate. Good. Now that we have that phony gone, let's continue with the debate. Phew. Maybe now there's one less candidate on the stage, people will remember me. Quite chill. The next question is for Frisky. The results of the debate? No real surprise. Thunderpaw came in dead last with 0.2 of the vote. 2 days later, he dropped out of the race and started a new career as a used car salesman. As for Dr. Nomnoms, his popularity exploded. He won New Clawshire with 43% of the vote. Frisky came in second with 29%. Oh god, this cough. I can't believe it. The plan to lose the race has backfired. Yeah, talk about weird. I thought the hairball stuff was totally gross. How are we supposed to know that one of the other cats was wearing a fur piece? It doesn't matter. The important thing is that I'm the front runner. Frisky can still take this election from us. He came first in Miowa and second this time around. Frisky is too busy trying to find a first lady to pay attention to the race. In South Catalonia, Catalina is the state he polls worse in. Yeah, this is rough. We need to figure out a way to ensure you lose the next primary. I hate to say it, but I don't think we have a choice anymore. We need to create a career-ending scandal. Like running a fake presidential campaign in order to sell books? No, something really bad, like blocking the Speaker of the Meows on litter or stealing speeches from other people. Oh, we could call it Speechgate. Oh, wait, if we do it on the Golden Gate Bridge, we could call it Golden Gate Gate. I appreciate your effort, Lizzie, but you're a fucking moron. Remember, we need to be careful about this. We want something that will destroy my political career, but not something that will destroy my reputation forever. And that means I can't crash the campaign by saying a bunch of really stupid things. That's ended a lot of presidential campaigns in the past, but it's out of the question here. I've got it! What if people learned you had a secret wife? Yeah, a secret wife, that'd be perfect. And I know the right person for the job. Do we want to be his secret wife? Or do we want Lizzie to be his secret wife? I think we did enough cat banging last time. Lizzie's going to be the secret wife this time round. Lizzie will be your secret wife. She's better wife material than I am. I'm just sort of dumpy and plain. That's a phrase women say. That's a thing women say about themselves, I'm sure. Oh, Claudine! Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find your fake boyfriend someday. But I don't really want a fake boyfriend. I want Dr. Nomnoms. Wait, what am I saying? I don't think of Dr. Nomnoms in a romantic way. Do I? Well, I never even thought of dating him until just now. Hold it. I can't have a secret wife. I don't even have a real wife. You're not married? A catch like you? Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Not that Dr. Nomnoms was single, but that my heart beat so quickly when I heard this information. I mean, he's my boss. I can't have a crush on my boss. Why do we play so many games about fucking cats? It's just gonna be what this channel is about, isn't it? It's gonna be about fucking cats. Look, we're getting a little out of paw here. Why don't we end the conversation for now? We can all go home and think about it some more. Tomorrow, everyone can bring a list of 5 potential scandals. We'll go over them together and pick the best one. Agreed? Would you rather go back to beating women? I'd rather have neither, but I guess the cat dating sims is probably better. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna have to do a tweet like that Shane Dawson tweet. Agreed. I agree too. In the meantime, I'll come up with a schedule for what we'll do in South Carolina. And after I go through all the new donations. We have new donations. Since Thunderpaw is out of the race, all his donors got their money back. Some of them want to reinvest in our campaign. Not to mention all the people who are donating because you're the new frontrunner. Losing a political campaign shouldn't be this hard. In any case, thank you for all your hard work. It took me 2 hours to go through all the investor paperwork. In one night, Dr. Nomnoms had received over $4 million. I couldn't believe it. Maybe he did have a legitimate chance of winning the campaign. Once the paperwork was done, I ordered a light meal to be sent to the hotel room that Lizzie and I were sharing. We either end up tweeting like Shane Dawson or repeating a line from the room. I did not fuck that cat. I did not hit her. I did not do any of these things. I was ready to eat, jump into bed and crash. Lizzie had other ideas. Claudine, do you mind if I ask you something personal? Of course not. We're best friends. What's up? It's about Dr. Nomnoms and his campaign. I feel really bad that we're trying to lose. I know what you mean. He's such a nice cat. It feels wrong to ruin his campaign, even though that's what he's paying us for. No, I mean something more than that. What do you mean? I think I have a crush on Dr. Nomnoms. What? I know it's wrong. A girl and a cat. There's no future in a relationship like that. But I can't help how I feel. He's really special, you know. One of a kind. I've never met a guy who's so sweet and sensitive. He meets thousands of people a week, and you get the sense that he honestly cares about every single one of them. All my life, I've waited for a guy who honestly cares about me. I mean, you know what happened with Johnny. I thought he cared, but I was wrong. He killed my dog. What do you think? Is it totally crazy for me to be attracted to Dr. Nomnom's personality? That is revolting, and you should stop. I understand how you feel. I'm attracted to him too. See, I feel like the first part, I understand how you feel. I do. I just played a cat dating game. I do understand. The I'm attracted to him too, that's the problem. This is revolting and you should stop is probably the thing I should go for, right? I'm gonna go for this is revolting. You should stop. Quit your job and stay away from Dr. Nomnoms. You hate him that much? No, I like him. I mean, you're right, he'd be a perfect boyfriend. Heck, maybe even perfect husband material. So you get it. There's just one problem. We're fighting over the same guy? No, he's our boss. And he's a cat. You can't start a relationship with a business partner without it getting all weird and awkward. Do you really think Dr. Nomnoms is capable of being weird and awkward? No. I think if there was an awkward situation, he'd be his usual nice self. But still, there's a reason people don't date their bosses. Besides, we're human and he's a cat. Please. We could always get a... What? A Catu Transformatio. What in the fuck is that? There we go. What? A Catu Transformatio. You know, we could get turned into cats. That's how cats became super smart in the first place. Oh my god. They send you to the fucking island. I knew it. This is what's happening outside of the island. Now that she mentioned it, I remembered hearing something about that. Back in the day, scientists who were experimenting with human-cat processes accidentally created the new race of supercats who would think and act on a human level. At first, the only thing that cats said was, whatever, I don't care. The scientists thought they had made a mistake somewhere, but no, it just turned out that the cats didn't care about anything the scientists did or said. The supercat gene spread like wildfire throughout the world, to the point where the majority of cats can now talk and think. And run for president, obviously. Okay, I've heard of the supercat gene, but I've never heard of a cat of whatever thing before. The Catu Transformatio. Because cat brains and human brains are so similar now, you can do a human to cat transplant and vice versa. Really? Isn't that super dangerous? At first it was, but now they perform over 200 of them a year. So we could become cats, or Dr. Nomnoms could become a human. Yeah! Gee, I wonder which would be better. Human Dr. Nomnoms could be pretty hot, but I've always wanted to be able to see in the dark. I couldn't believe I'd never heard about Catu Transformatio before. It was amazing. Like magic. All my objections to starting a relationship with Dr. Nom-Noms disappeared. Well, all except one. He's still our boss, Lizzie. Plus, he's under a lot of pressure right now. Maybe we should worry about relationships after the election is over. Yeah, you're right, as usual. Still, wouldn't it be fun to become a feline? Everybody wants to be a cat. Oh, why are all these games like this? Chapter 6, in which Dr. Nom-Noms picks a vice president and Lizzie makes a really bad decision. I think her whole life has been bad decisions. I looked up more information about the Catatransformatio. It comes from the Latin meaning cat transformation. No shit. The name was coined by lazy scientists who wanted to make themselves look fancy by using Latin. The first Catatransformatios had been politicians, believe it or not. After humans were banned from politics, lifetime politicians from old political families turned themselves into cats so they could run for office again. In the process, they rendered themselves infertile, and since cats don't live as long as humans, they died out pretty quickly. Today, the process is a safe one. In fact, it's common for ex-presidents to turn themselves into humans so they can enjoy a longer retirement. The problem is non-reversible. If I turn into a cat, my human body would be destroyed in the process. Would I be willing to do that? To never be human again? I wasn't sure, and thankfully I didn't have to make the decision. Still, thinking that much about animals gave me an idea. A brilliant idea. Good morning, Claudine. You're looking cheerful today. I am. That's because I figured out a way to solve our problems. Good. You thought of a scandal which will ruin this campaign? Sort of. The problem is that you're too nice, too likeable. You stand out from the others due to your honesty and integrity, and there's no way to ruin the campaign without ruining you in the process. So, how do we get around that? We add a new member to the campaign team. Someone guaranteed to bring us failure. We should hire a new campaign manager or pick an awful vice president. I think we should pick an awful vice president. We need to pick someone really bad for vice president. I understand what you're saying. If I pick a really bad cat as vice president, it will sink the campaign. People will refuse to vote for me for fear of that cat becoming president. That's brilliant! You figured out how to sink the campaign while keeping my reputation intact. I'm not finished. You're not? Oh, you have a cat in mind for the position? Of course. Who is it? Is it that crazy cat who wants to replace all cars with large slingshots? Not a cat. A human? I can't pick a human as my vice president. The law says no humans can run for office. Yes, but it doesn't forbid other animals. I was thinking you could pick bunnies. Bunnies? They can't think and talk the way cats do. They mostly just hop around and chew things. That's the idea. If you pick a non-sentient animal as your VP, it's likely to ruin the campaign. Either that, or you can pick a rock or a chair or something like that. It'd be fun to pick a ball of yarn as a VP, but I suppose bunnies will be best. At least it'll look like I'm trying. Great! I'll get everything prepared then. I was thinking of holding a press conference outside the airport in South Catalina as soon as you land. Good. In the meantime, I'll go through my emails. There was a front-page article about me in the Core Street Journal this morning, and I've got a lot of fallout from that. Isn't it Lizzie's job to take care of those things? Yes, but she hasn't shown up yet. Really? Weird. She left our hotel room an hour before I did. I figured she was getting an early start on work. Well, call her and figure out where she is. Will do. First, I need to go to the pet store and buy some bunnies. How much money do you think... I stopped talking when a strange cat entered the office. Oh no! She did it! She fucking did it! We've had our fair share of unusual visitors, which is why we keep the door locked. I didn't know how this cat got inside. Meow! Hello? Hello there, who are you? I'm mostly fine. My tail hurts a lot more than expected and my vision is still adjusting, but overall the surgery went well. She literally just... this morning, after having the conversation last night, she managed to get booked into a surgery. That's American healthcare for you, man. straight in. Surgery? What are you talking about? Oh no, please tell me she didn't. It's me! Lizzie! I got a catotransformatio. You did what? She did. Lizzie, you've turned yourself into a cat. Yeah, I wanted to be more like Dr. Nom Noms. That way it would help the campaign. How does being a cat help the campaign? You only did this because you have a huge crush on him. What? Not true. Sure, it's a lot easier for the Dr. Nomsy ship to sail now that we're the same species, but that wasn't at all what I was thinking. When did you do this? This morning? Did you talk to anyone about it in advance, like your parents? Why did they have to know? It's my life, and I can do what I want with it. So you get to ruin your life without any thought about how it will affect people around you. How selfish. What's the big deal? If I want to be a cat for a few weeks, so what? I can always go back to being a human if I don't like it. No, you can't. The process is irreversible. What? You didn't read the paperwork they made you fill out ahead of time? No, it was like 5 pages and boring. I was so mad at Lizzie right then, I could barely speak. Luckily, Dr. Nom Nom stepped in. Lizzie, I understand that this is a big change in your life. I'll be here to support you. You will? Yes. And if you need help adjusting to being a cat, I can try to help. See, Claudine? That's how a good friend is supposed to react to this good news. You are a cat! A cat! How is this not completely turning your life around? It's a big change, but you'll get used to it. Want to hear me purr? No. Sure, why not? Purr. Purr. That's not purring. All you're doing is saying the word purr. Do it like this. That's a loud purr. Let me try. I did it. Thank you, Dr. Nom Noms. You have so much to teach me about my new body. Oh, she sidled up next to Dr. Nom Noms like a molly in heat, cuddling up to a tom. It was disgusting. I'm gonna let Lizzie steal my one chance at true love. Because I don't want to bang any cats today. That's not what this stream's gonna be about. I decided to let Lizzie steal my one chance at true love. After all, this was her chance at true love too. That's when I decided to quit the campaign and chase my lifelong dream of owning a yogurt stand in Florida. I ended up growing old and alone. I actually became one of those creepy cat ladies. No, wait, I can't let that be my future. I need to stop this. Oh, so it's another choice you don't actually get to make. Lizzie, show some restraint. Sorry, I don't know how to control my new body yet. You're staying with me for the rest of the day. We're going to the computer store. I thought you were going to the pet shop. I was, but now I have to buy a cat-sized computer for Lizzie here. Oh right, I can't type on my old keyboard with these paws. Hey, while we're there, can we get a saucer of milk? I've always wanted to drink out of one of those. I tried doing it as a human, but I accidentally fell and broke my nose. We'll see. Lizzie is a mess. Lizzie is a real mess. Lizzie and I spent most of the day getting the things she'd need for her new life as a cat. And at first I was really mad, but eventually I calmed down. Lizzie is my friend, and I want what's best for her. That hasn't changed. Even if she's a cat now. Still, I'm worried what will happen in the future. If we both make a play for Dr. Nom Nom's affections, could this be the thing that tears our friendship apart? I'm not sure. Maybe I should take myself out of the running and just let Lizzie date him. After all, she gave up her entire life to be with him. She clearly likes him more than I do. Yeah, just let Lizzie bang him. Chapter 7, in which everything backfires badly. Shh, it's starting! This is Olaf, the Norwegian forest cat, reporting live outside of Charleston International Airport for Animal World News. Dr. Nom Nom has recently landed, and he plans to give a speech of monumental importance. As you probably know, Dr. Nom Noms has recently shot to the top of the presidential race after the exit of his competitor, Thunderpaw. Dr. Nom Noms not only leads the Sharp Claws in the polls, but he is rated favourably against the Fancy Furballs. Our research shows him 23 points ahead of the FF frontrunner Fuzzy Tummy Rubs. His lead against Sleepy McWilliams is 45 points, which is almost insurmountable. With such good ratings, it's only natural that all eyes are on Dr. Nom Noms today, and unless I'm mistaken, we're about to begin. Hello everyone, are you ready? Good. Introducing Dr. Nom Noms! Hello, welcome to all of you in South Carolina, and all of you watching at home. I've come here not to campaign in the upcoming primary, but to tell you some important information. For several hundred years, our country was run by humans. No one even dreamed of giving cats the equal right to vote, much less the right to become president. And yet cats are not only the ones to be oppressed, are not the only ones to be oppressed. There are many other animals who have never had the chance to run for office. That is why today I'm going to make history by choosing, for the first time ever, a bunny rabbit as my vice presidential match. Say hello to Flopsy and her lovely husband Bugs. Can they talk? No, but sometimes they make little grunting sounds when you feed them treats. Which one's Flopsy and which one's Bugs? Flopsy is the female. Any other questions? No? I see. Clearly you're amazed at the fact that rabbits will finally get the representation on the level of the federal government. On their recommendation, I've decided to increase funding for carrots and to write a bill banning the sale of bunny slippers. It is the first thing that I will sign into law if elected president. The silence of the news reporters spoke volumes. They couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe that Dr. Nom Noms would pick a non-talking animal as his running mate. It was great! The campaign was going to crash and burn now! We finally figured out the way to end the campaign. Now we can retire and live the easy life. We threw a huge celebration dinner that night. It was me, Dr. Nom Noms and Lizzie. Flopsy and Bugs were invited, but the restaurant didn't allow pets. Lizzie and Dr. Nom Noms were closer than ever now that they were cats. I felt a twinge of jealousy, but it was for the best. She deserved to be happy with him, and me? I would still be happy knowing my two best friends were together. Because yes, somewhere along the line, Dr. Nom Noms had become my best friend. Claudine? Claudine, what's wrong? Sorry, I spaced out for a moment there. It's just, you two look so great together as a couple. Thanks! You told her that we're a couple. No, she didn't say anything. I could just tell. Well, we're not an official couple yet, but we did decide to go on a date and see where it goes. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I wish both of you the best. Thank you. I hope it works out too. I'm a little worried how this will affect Lizzie, though. Dating a high-profile presidential candidate during a campaign is going to be attacked by reporters. Not for long, no. The campaign has tanked. Yeah, it's over. I saw the early news programs. They all predict you'll lose. That's wonderful. Our long job is finally at an end. Yep. That's the last straw. Oh no, the last I saw, you're polling at 1/10 of what you... Oh? Claudine? Is something wrong? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. What is it? My phone is saying, no, this is impossible. What is it? Hashtag Dr. Nom Noms is the second most trending topic on Litter after hashtag it's bunny time. I think everyone is happy that you picked a rabbit as your partner. How is this possible? You said the news programs predicted I would lose. They did, but I guess the people in the media have different ideas of what they want to see from government. No, this cannot be happening. Let me see those results. No! How could you do this to me, Claudine? You said you would ruin my campaign. With poll numbers like these, I'll probably be the first cat to serve the maximum term length of 10 years. That is, if they don't pass a law letting me serve longer. I'm sorry, I never expected this to happen. I'm sorry too, because I like you, Claudine. I hate to have to do this. Do what? Claudine, you're fired. There's no room for you on the Dr. Nom Noms campaign anymore. No! You can't do that, it's not her fault. I know, but ever since you've joined this campaign, I've only gotten more and more popular. If I want to lose, I have to get rid of you. I'm sorry. I truly am. I mean, I kind of understand. We have just made him better. I'm going to be understanding. I understand. You don't have a choice here. But there's one thing I don't understand. You would make such a good president. Why are you trying to sink your campaign? I told you, I don't have a choice. No, you didn't tell me anything. All you said is that you have a personal secret, something you couldn't tell anyone. The truth is, I haven't been entirely honest with you. There's another reason why I have to lose the primary elections. What? Really? Why? I can't say. It's private. I've been sworn to secrecy. Now I really want to know. Yeah, me too. Tell you what, I'll tell you the truth when it doesn't matter anymore. That is, when we lose the election. Deal? Deal. Can't you tell your big secret to Claudine, seeing as you won't be part of the campaign anymore? You're right. You're both right. Claudine deserves to know. Good. But I can't say it in front of you, Lizzie. This is still top secret. Fine, I'll go. But I'll be back soon. Kisses! Okay, what is it? What's the secret? Why are you trying to lose your campaign? I was ordered to lose this campaign. Who ordered you to lose? Socks, the head of the Sharpclaw political party. The head of your political party ordered you to lose the election. A month after my campaign began, I was summoned to a meeting with Socks. Top secret. I wasn't allowed to tell anyone, not even my campaign manager at the time. We met in a small room. Socks didn't waste any time. He told me I could never become president. Why not? He didn't say. All he said was there was no chance at all that he would pick me to represent the Sharpclaws in the general election, and that he has the weight to back that threat up. Even if all the delegates support me, he can go against their wishes and pick someone else. So really, that's why I have to lose. Even if I win every single state by a huge majority, the party is still going to pick someone else. I don't believe it! The Sharpclaws are engaged in backroom politics? No, I don't think that's right. That is, I don't think they're trying to fix the election to make sure a particular candidate wins. They're just trying to make sure I lose. Socks doesn't care who wins as long as it's not me. He even said that he'd vote for a fancy furball over me. Do you know why he hates you so much? I've no idea. That was the first and only time I've ever talked to him. So now you know. That's why I have to lose this election. Wow, I can't believe it. Technically, he doesn't have to lose the election. He'll just get picked, someone else will just get picked. In which we make it to the National Convention. I walked out of the restaurant in a daze. The leader of the Sharpclaws had a personal vendetta against Dr. Nom Noms. Who would have believed it? It was hard to think anyone could have a vendetta against Dr. Nom Noms. He's such a nice cat. Aside from the fact that he fired me, of course. But that's okay. I understand why he had to do it. I was running his campaign and I was ruining his campaign, and anyway, he did give me a nice severance package. Lizzie was promoted to head campaign manager in my place, and the first thing she tried to do was attack me, believe it or not. You know, she tried to get a story like Dr. Nom Nom's campaign manager fired and replaced under mysterious circumstances. It was a good idea for a scandal, but it didn't work, because a celebrity had said something stupid earlier that day. The news media dedicated itself to covering every single angle of the huge celebrity blunder. There were non-stop interviews with offended parties, minor YouTube stars, Clawleywood insiders, and others who weren't involved or affected by the situation at all. The protest was so large that the next day the celebrity made a public apology, saying that they were joking when they made the offensive remark. This got people even more upset, decrying the celebrity for bowing to political correctness. Dozens of think pieces were written about the First Amendment, how the First Amendment protects your right to be a jerk whenever you want, without any consequences, and while nobody actually read them, everyone had a very strong opinion about them. Ultimately, the entire thing was later revealed to be a hoax, in order to advertise the celebrity's newest TV show. None of the major networks reported this fact, because no story lasts beyond 2 news cycles, unless it involves one of the network sponsors. Catstagram. Lizzie tried making up new scandals for Dr. Nom Noms, like saying he got trapped inside a cardboard box for 3 hours and had to get rescued by the fire department. She claimed his old house had been purchased by mice enthusiasts and that he was caught wearing a leash to go for walkies. Lizzie tried to come up with some bad places for Dr. Nom Nom to campaign at, like the anti-voting league and his own living room. She gave him speeches on irrelevant topics like the best way to play with yarn and reprogramming your GPS for fun and profit. Come see me live. Food will not be provided. No selfies. It didn't work. Nothing she tried worked. Dr. Nom Nom's campaign grew stronger and stronger as more cats dropped out of the race. In the end, only 3 cats made it to the national convention. Dr. Nom Noms, Frisky, and Lincoln Boy. I hadn't heard of Lincoln Boy before. He was a long-shot candidate from Port Island who decided to run for president just for the fun of it. I used to be an alcoholic, lying on the ground all the time near wine bowls, hoping someone would spill a few drops so I could lap him up. Next slide. Then I got into drugs. I got high, literally. I jumped to the top shelf, and I couldn't get down. I was like, ouch! Next slide. Those intense moments gave me pause. I cleaned myself up, got a fur cut, and went to the Catholic priest at the local cathedral. Taught me the importance of forgiveness and saying mea culpa. He also tried to teach me about dogma, but I'm afraid of dogma, so it didn't go very well. In conclusion, I'm a nice, normal cat, and I should become president. Thank you very much. He should have dropped out long ago. Oh, is that the head of the thing? Let's do some politics. Yes, let's do some politics. I like how they've clearly just googled convention, and this is not actually the national convention, because I've seen video of national conventions in America, and this looks more like a corporate convention. He's always like that. Dr. Nom Noms, Lizzie, what are you two doing? Hi, Claudine. We saw you here at the convention, so we decided to say hi. What brings you here? I came to the national convention by accident. Oh, I just came here by accident. I was looking for a fast food place near my house and ended up wandering into Sharpcore National Convention. Silly me. Your house is in another state. Okay, I lied. In reality, I came here to see you. It's been a long time and I don't know, I miss you two. You're my best friends, not to mention the cutest couple in politics. You didn't tell her? I thought you did. What is it? Lizzie and I broke up. Well, kind of. We only went on one date. Yeah, Dr. Nom Noms is great, but he's just not the one for me. I just wish I knew that before turning myself into a cat. What was that? Nothing. I love being a cat. Meow. Love it. Lizzie leaned close and whispered in my ear so no one else could hear her. Did you know cats clean themselves with their tongues? It's disgusting. I cannot put up with any cats who don't take showers like normal people. I feel your pain, Lizzie. I feel your pain. Well, it's great to see you again, Claudine. We'll have a talk after the interrogation is over. Interrogation? He nodded to a darkened room door down the hall, where a grumpy cat was questioning the candidates. Unscrupulous spending and cover-ups? How do we know it won't continue? Look, I have a history of chasing females, both cat and human, but I can control it, I swear. I just slipped up once or twice. I wouldn't say 18 sexual harassment lawsuits is more... I would say 18 sexual harassment lawsuits is more than just once or twice. If you're serious about winning this election, I recommend that you be neutered immediately. That's Socks. He's the leader of the Sharpclaw National Committee. The one who told you, that is, who told you to come here? Yes. I couldn't talk about Socks out loud, not in front of Lizzie. Now that I've seen Socks for myself, it makes a little more sense that he would have a vendetta against Dr. Nomnoms. He seemed to have a vendetta against everyone. Hey, what if that was it? Maybe Socks threatened every candidate to drop out of the race. It was some sort of weird test to see who was tough enough to make it to the end. It certainly seemed like the cat would do that. Unfortunately, once Dr. Nomnoms went up, it became clear that Socks was gunning for him. No political experience, no chance of winning the election. On the contrary, I won most of the states in the primaries. Most, not all. And only 30% of Sharpclaws voted in the primaries. If you can't generate enough excitement to get Sharpclaws to the polls, we will lose in the general election. That's not exactly fair. Historically, the general election gets 4 times as many voters as the primaries do. Oh, I'm sorry, did I hurt your precious little feelings? Do you need to sit in the corner and mew for a bit? Because we're not talking about history, we're talking about you, and your complete inability to win this election. We need an experienced politician, one who can work inside the system, not an idiot who rose to the top by throwing hairballs at other candidates. Ouch. Poor Dr. Nomnoms. It looks like he's going to lose. That's good, isn't it? He wants to lose. That's why he's not really fighting back against Socks's criticism. Still, it seems unfair. Dr. Nomnoms won the primaries. He should make it to the general election. I don't care if the campaign was fake to begin with. Dr. Nomnoms is a great candidate who deserves to win. I agree. Dr. Nomnoms is our best chance for a secure future. But how do we get him past this final hurdle? We defend him in front of Socks. We need to defend Dr. Nomnoms, even if it means sneaking into that interrogation room and talking to Socks directly. I can't do that. I'm afraid of being caught by security. Don't be a scaredy cat, Lizzie. But I'm frightened, and I'm a cat. Okay then, I'll go talk to Socks. You distract the guards. That I think I can do. Lizzie ran away and distracted the guards. With the area cleared, I was able to slip right in next to Dr. Nomnoms. I knew I shouldn't do this. Interrupting the proceedings was probably a really bad idea, one that could result in jail time or worse. But I couldn't stand by and watch as Dr. Nomnoms lost the nomination. Stop! Stop the questioning. I have something important to say. Chapter 9, in which we give a great speech and learn the truth behind Socks's anger. All eyes were on me as I opened my mouth and began to speak. This questioning is a fraud perpetrated against the fair and gentle Dr. Nomnoms. Claudine, what are you doing? You've all noticed it, right? Socks is being unfair to Dr. Nomnoms, and that's because Socks has already chosen his candidate. He's just going through the motions at this point. Get out of here now! I'm gonna stay. Stand up for my cat. No, I won't allow it. I won't allow you to take this election away from Dr. Nomnoms. He is the best candidate, and you know it. He's inspired so many people, touched so many lives, and he's the most popular candidate of either party. Yet you're going to reject his candidacy and replace him with Frisky, aren't you? This is none of your concern. This is my concern. I'm an American citizen, and it's a concern for all Americans that they get the best president possible, and that means Dr. Nom-Noms. Please, Socks, don't pick anyone else. Dr. Nom-Noms is the clear winner. Enough! I recognise this unimportant, faceless wretch. You used to be Dr. Nom-Nom's campaign manager, correct? And here you are trying to save his campaign at the last second. Pathetic. His campaign hasn't failed. You have failed. You have failed the entire country. Socks glared at me, and I glared back at him. Dr. Nom-Noms tried pulling me aside, but I didn't budge an inch. Very well. I hereby end the questioning of the third candidate. Dr. Nom-Noms. Will all the candidates come forwards? This is so awesome. I'm stoked to be here. I hope I win. Dr. Nom-Noms didn't say anything. He just looked at me with sadness in his eyes. I've questioned all the candidates and reviewed the election results. It is now my duty to serve as arbiter and decide which of you becomes the official candidate. I would like to pick Frisky as the winner. I lost? Dude, not cool. I won! Yes! Wait until I tell my secret girlfriend. No! No! You can't pick Frisky! What are you thinking? Get out of here. There are things you don't understand. It's impossible for me to pick Dr. Nom-Noms as the candidate. Why not? Dr. Nom-Noms deserves to win. This isn't about fairness or who deserves to win the most. It's about legalities. And it is illegal for me to choose Dr. Nom-Noms. It is? But why? Dr. Nom-Noms started moving his tail rapidly back and forth. The rules say you can't choose someone who is a member of the opposing political party or someone who is ineligible to be a president. Neither of those rules apply to me. There is another rule. Family members and employees of the Arbiter are ineligible for nomination. The rule is designed to prevent cronyism and nepotism. But Dr. Nom-Noms doesn't work for you. No, he doesn't. But Dr. Nom-Noms is my son. What? What? Oh no! Oh my God! He was the absentee father all along. I spent the first 4 years of my life living in alleyways. Mum tried her hardest to get us upgraded from street cats to house cats. She even took a second job and went on welfare, but it didn't work. Nothing did. Why not? I have 9 brothers and sisters. It was a huge litter, and it was too much for one cat to carry. And my dad, he wasn't around. I've never even met him. The father who abandoned Dr. Nom-Noms and left them a family of orphans. That was you? Yes, that was me. You ruined his life as a kitten, and now you're trying to ruin his life as a cat. You are horrible, Socks. I'm not proud of what I did, but I had to do it. If people knew I had kittens with an alley cat, I never would have risen to the position I hold today. A position where you sacrifice your son's life just to hold on to power. You're disgusting. No, Claudine, don't say that. Socks may be awful, but he's still my father. But all my life, I've dreamed of meeting my father, hearing his story, getting to know him, learning why he left us. I ran the scenario through my head 1,000 times. Sometimes we would be friends, other times we would be enemies. but I never expected that my father would prevent me from becoming President of the United States of America. Never. Socks? No. Dad, you're obviously too afraid to do the right thing. So here, I will. I forgive you for what you did. I'm glad I finally learned the truth, but I honestly don't want to see you ever again. Not after this. Wait, I'm not finished. I said I would like to declare Frisky as the winner, but he's not. That would be you, son. I abstain from this decision due to a conflict of personal interest. Let the second in command decide who the candidate is. She's not related to any of the nominees. The second in command isn't here. She got stuck in traffic. Fine, whatever. Let Lincoln Boy be the arbiter then. I don't care. Awesome. I totally agree. Dr. Nom Noms is way more qualified than I am. He should win. Hooray for Dr. Nom Noms! Hooray! I don't believe it. We won. We got the nomination. Dad, I don't understand. I was trying to lose because of him. Dr. Nom Noms, worry about that later. Smile for the cameras now. Right. Thank you, everyone. I am honoured to be chosen as the next Sharpclaw candidate for the President of the United States. I promise to do everything in my power to win this election and defeat the fancy furball candidate, Fuzzy Tummy Rubs. A swarm of reporters descended on Dr. Nom Noms, and I got pushed to the side as they crowded around asking questions. However, I wasn't the only person standing on the sidelines. Claudine, that's your name, right? I want to talk to you. What about? Who tried to ruin your son's life? You're being ungrateful to the cat who stepped aside and let you win the nomination. If it wasn't for me, Frisky would be the winner right now. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have been in this situation in the first place. You're a bad cat. Someone should spray you with a water bottle. In fact, I'd say it's a good thing you abandoned Dr. Nom Noms as a kitten. It allows him to grow up free from your influence. If you had been there's no way he would have grown up to be the good cat he is now. Yeah. You do well in the harsh world of politics, Claudine. You're a real firecracker. I can see when my son is dating you. I'm not dating your son. It will be. Soon. I guarantee it. I don't care what you think. I don't need your permission to date Dr. Nom Noms. Whether I date him or not, it's none of your business. On the contrary, as the leader of the Sharpclaws, it is my business to ensure that nothing happens to our candidates. That includes potential assassinations and wanton lovers. I'm sorry, you must have Dr. Nom Noms confused with Frisky. Dr. Nom Noms would never take an advantage of a woman like me. He's kind and decent, unlike you. You're passionate. You'll be a good mother to my grandkittens. Oh, God. Okay, seriously, I do not need you to pressure me into dating Dr. Nom Noms. In case you haven't noticed, I don't like you. Blah, 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 whatever. Everyone says they hate me. I'm used to it. Hey, what are you doing? Don't pull your phone out when I'm talking to you. Oh, I was just checking the results of a poll I put up earlier today. Oh, hey, what do you know? 5 million people agree that they like you best when you're not talking. Okay, I'll get the hint. I'll leave you alone. But you should be grateful I'm not filing charges against you for disrupting proceedings today. That is very much against the rules. Remember that in case you think of doing something else to anger me. Let's do some politics. I ignored Socks. I don't respond well to threats or to jerks. I wandered around the convention for a while. Lizzie called to me, but I ignored her. I didn't want to talk to her. The only person I wanted to talk to was Dr. Nom Noms, but he was surrounded by reporters. I remember the hurt look in his eyes when I interrupted the proceedings. What if he was mad at me for what I did? I couldn't wait to find out. I had to know. Unfortunately, waiting was all I could do. Chapter 10, in which we spend time with Lizzie and all the failed candidates. Oh, I don't think I can go on with this much longer. My voice is going to die. I think we're going to leave it there, because I expected that to end at the nomination and it didn't. So, we'll come back with this. I'm not enjoying it as much as I enjoyed Perfect Date, so I don't know if we'll be in a rush to come back to this. Maybe we'll play some other cat-based games or something in the future. But if you liked it, let me know. We're back tomorrow with a new elusive target in Hitman, which will be fun. And then back next week with all new stuff, all fun stuff. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow. See you later, guys.